All right, all right. Thanks for stopping by. We're packing up and leaving Quartzsite. Winston, are you ready to go? You got your stuff packed up? We got to get on the road. We're going to Yuma today. Just going to get a little change of scenery. We'll be back in Quartzsite in probably less than 2 weeks. I've never been to Yuma, just want to go check it out. I need to do some shopping while I'm there since it's a mid-sized city. It's going to have about every store you can imagine. And I also want to eat some good food. And once we're done taking in what the town has to offer, we're going to go out probably near Mitri Lake, which is just north of Yuma. And it's free camping down there, but I do hear that it's really crowded, and I hope we're lucky enough to find a spot. But right now, we're just walking around saying our goodbyes to this campsite on Plumosa Road in Quartzsite. But it's time to hit the road. So the first thing you do when you get to Yuma is you eat Mexican food. This guacamole was made fresh right at the table. Amanda's got a video of the guac being made. Check that out on her channel, Adventuring with Amanda. You know, roaming around Yuma makes you hungry, so you go eat again. We stopped in this little cafe called the Press Cafe. It's just a little mom and pop style cafe. The freshest salad I have ever had. Amazing. So we roamed around town, got some shopping done. On the way out to find the campsite, we stumbled upon this. It's a display of Army tanks. This is on the Yuma Proving Ground Army base here. And right before I started this clip of the video, they were testing bombs across the street. You could feel the boom from the bomb going off. But I thought this would be really interesting to show you. We got such a beautiful day. It's a little overcast now, but it is really warm for January. I'm about to change into some shorts. Can you believe this? Some of the country is freezing their butts off right now, and I'm about to start sweating. I think it's about another 10 miles to the campsite, and I've seen quite a bit of traffic coming out of that road that goes into that area. So I'm getting a little concerned that we may not be able to find a campsite down there. And it's all free camping, by the way. So it's first come, first serve. You can't reserve anything, of course. But we're going to make the trek down there and see what we can find, and maybe we get lucky. If we don't, we've got a plan B in mind. And from what I hear, it's a 10-day camping limit, and we won't stay that long, maybe 3 or 4 days, and then move on and, try out a different site. But we're about to get back on the road. I just noticed there's a dumpster there. That's going to come in handy because that's where I'm going to bring trash on the way out. This is the drive in. You go right through the middle of the Yuma Proving Ground. That fenced off area to the right there is the Army base. I see some mountains in the distance, and we just passed over a irrigation canal that diverts water down to the farms here. Almost there. We just turned off on this dirt road. Looks like it's about 5 miles to the end of this, and there's dispersed camping along the way. There's the irrigation canal again. This is dredged out of the Colorado River, and it brings water down to the farms that's just north of Yuma. It's still growing season down here. We passed by these farms, and there was kale and spinach and all kind of leafy greens. It's such a contrast between the greenness of the farm and then the barrenness of the desert that surrounds it. Oh, this is looking great. So the dispersed campsites are just right off of this road on the right side, right on the water. There's some over on the left across the road from the water, but so far everything's filled up. I don't know if we're going to be able to find a spot. I mean, it's a big attraction here, great weather in the middle of January on the lake. Hard to beat it. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. We passed a lot of campers and travel trailers coming out, and I have a feeling that they have driven down here and turned around and they're leaving because they couldn't find a spot. But there is a day use only area up here on the right that loops around the other side of the wetlands. So we're going to drive through that. We're down here now. We might as well take in the sights. Okay, so this area here is the day use only area. It's just for people that want to come down and watch the wildlife and the birds and the ducks. But you got to be out at night. Can't camp here. I don't know where she's leading me, but we have gotten off on a little pig trail that looks like it just runs parallel with an irrigation channel that they're diverting water from the lake. But we're turning around because I think I saw a vacant spot. We're going to turn it around, get back down there, and hope it's still open. All right, we found our campsite. We got the last spot left on Mitri Lake, right off the Colorado River, just north of Yuma. There you can see the water here. And if you come down this road and take a right, this is our spot. It's not right on the water, but it is water access. Amanda's getting her site set up. We just pulled in, so we haven't got anything set up yet. But you can see the water is about 30 feet back behind her van. You got to walk through a little trail to get to it. And it's actually a much bigger site than it looked like when we first pulled in. You got to come down here and take a left. And you can pull all the way through, what's that, another 75 feet back this way? You would need your leveling blocks back here. But you could park 2 more rigs back here. One here and one there. And there's another trail right through here that goes to the water also. It's wetlands here, out in the middle of the desert. Look at all of the vegetation. Wow, it's the last spot left. We came 5 miles down this road and I saw it and I wasn't really sure if it was taken or not. And I said, let's turn around and go back. We went ahead and finished out the road to where the camping places end, and we turned around and came back and it was still vacant. So we grabbed it. Last spot. Okay, so let me get camp set up and we'll come back and show you how it turned out. Well, it's not really a whole lot to set up since there's pretty good cell signal here. I don't need to put the Starlink up. And I did put up the screens because it's warm here. This is January the 6th and it's about 75 degrees. And I don't know how the bugs are gonna be. We're right down here on the water. So I thought it'd be a good idea to go ahead and put the screens up. Hey Winston, what do you think about it?
So many smells.
He likes it.
So many smells. He likes the soft ground too. It's not rocks.
Yeah. I think he's gonna love it. Let's walk down this access trail. Looks like somebody left some trash down here. That's a shame. People are trashy. Oh, it's wet here. Hey, there's ducks. And there's palm tree. Some kind of palm tree. That's nice. Hard to believe this is in the middle of the desert. All right, let's head back out. I just realized I didn't put the screen up on the driver window. I can do that and get a lot more cross breeze through the van. So I need to get that put up. I'm so glad we found this place. Let's walk back up the top of the hill. Yeah, I think I would like to stay here for about 3 or 4 days. This is really nice, and it's so much warmer here than in Quartzsite. I mean, like 10 degrees warmer. We're only about 70 miles south of where we were on Plumosa Road. The wind is not bad here. The warm temperatures, this is going to work out really well. All right, well, I appreciate you coming along. Thanks for stopping by. Take care. Be well. and smash the bell.